Hi everyone. I just wanted to share a really quick story with you guys. Those of you that follow me on Facebook or are friends with me on Facebook or with me on any kind of social media know that since July I've been working with an organization called the Young Musicians of Alamance out of Burlington. Some of you know and others don't that I have been working in this capacity as an interpreter. It's a connection that I made through my mom, and the organizer has been really good to me. She has been picking me up every Saturday and bringing me to Burlington so that I can work with this organization, which works with kids in the Alamance Burlington County School System. Right now, they're only working with East Lawn Academy, which is a school in Burlington, but they're teaching the students how to play violin, and we're there with them for probably about, sorry, I had to count it up, probably about 6 hours a day. Um, Maybe a little less than that, a little more, I don't know for sure. And it's been really difficult for me, especially recently, because I serve as the interpreter for the Spanish-speaking parents. I'm there in the morning to welcome the parents when they get there, and I actually sit with the kids through their lessons and um, help out as much as I can, and then I come back and I interpret and I translate for the parents that need it. I interpret for the parents at the meetings, and then I translate documents for the organization as well. It's a really great program, and I'm really thrilled to be a part of it, but lately it just seems like I didn't know for sure if this was something that was worth doing, and today I got a really cool and gentle reminder from my boss that this was something that I was really appreciated for doing. Um, as some of you may know, I can get paid for working, but because I'm on disability, if I accept any kind of money or anything in return for services, anything monetary cuts into my disability. Um, because of course, you have to report that to the government, and um, you have to you have to let them know when you make any kind of financial earnings for the year. And so it's been really hard because we told my boss at the beginning that she didn't have to pay me anything, and I've been coming to Burlington and doing this work for nothing, and I didn't really mind it, but there was always just kind of something nagging at me in the back of my head going, why are you really here? Why are you doing this? You don't have to do this, and especially lately since things had gotten a little rough, and I felt like, why am I really here? And so I started praying about it, started asking God about it, because to be perfectly honest, I was at a point where I was getting ready to come to my boss and say, I quit, I'm done. Because there had been some things that had been said that had gotten to me, I guess. And I felt like my input and what I did wasn't really valued, especially because we're getting ready to change the format of the program, and it was just weighing really heavily on me. And today I got a really sweet reminder of how much I'm valued when my boss decided to surprise me with this. Um, and in case you can't read this, this is a book that is a year in poetry. It's got a year's worth of poems in here. starting from January 1st. So, see if I can show you guys. Starting from January, and it begins at the very beginning of the year with the very first poem in here is by Elizabeth Bishop. See, you've got, I know you can't see it very well because video quality sucks right now, but you've got a poem every day from January 1st until the end of the year at December 31st of this year. And so you have a poem to read every day of the year. Those of you that know me know this is an incredibly meaningful book to me because I love poetry. I've always loved it. Some of you who know me may know that I actually write my own poems, and so this was a really, really meaningful gift to me, especially because it has some of my favorite Latino poets in it, like Octavio Paz, Federico Garcia Lorca, who is one of my absolute favorites. I adore so much. And she had no idea when she got this for me. She got it simply because she knew that I loved poetry and she wanted to do something to thank me for the work that I've been putting in, because I've been interpreting for them, I've been helping them translate newsletters, I've been communicating with parents via phone calls so that parents are kept informed of what's been going on, and I've felt so ignored lately, and this was just a really gentle reminder that I'm not forgotten, and then my boss sees the work I'm doing, and she really does appreciate it. So I wanted to share that just to say to you, don't think when you feel like nobody sees you, don't think that, because, sorry, I'm gonna cry. Those of you who know me know I'm really emotional anyway, so it's nothing new. But don't think that nobody notices you or the work you did, because you matter. Whatever you do, put everything you can into it, and it will pay off. It may not be in the big way that you're expecting, but it will pay off. And you'll see that it's really worth it. What my boss doesn't know is that I was feeling sort of like an oddball out, and I was at a point where I was considering saying, this is too much. I need to step back, because I wasn't feeling like I was a valued and appreciated member of the team. Because she has, as of today, 3 teachers in the Elements Burlington school system that work with us and that help us because we teach, our students are taught vocal music as well as violin, and so now we officially have two very talented violin teachers on staff from the Elements Burlington school system. We're getting ready to expand into another school system that could possibly bring us more students. We're getting ready to start even doing afternoon classes within the Elements Burlington school system, and I was just kind of feeling so forgotten. And then my boss remembers a conversation that we had at the beginning of my working with her, which is why this book is so meaningful to me. And we sat and we talked for a long time about my love of poetry. Those of you that know me personally, you know that I am a poet. I write my own poetry, and I have for years. And that's something that's very special to me. It's something that I haven't done in a long time, but it's something that's very special to me. And one of the things that she didn't know when she bought this book, I don't know if I can hold it where you guys can see it, but if you notice, here are all the names of, well, some of the names of people that were, whose poems are included in this book, and it has some of the biggest names in poetry possible. What's even more meaningful for me is that being a student of Latin culture, this actually has some Latin poets as well. Octavio Paz, Sonia Sanchez, even, again, like I said, my personal favorite, Federico Garcia Lorca, who is one of the best, was one of the most awesome poets in Latin American history. So, I guess my lesson of the day in recording this is just remember that when you think that what you're doing doesn't matter, take a second look. Sometimes it does. And sometimes it means more to people than you know. Have a great day, guys. Be blessed. Until next time.